So when you're rolling over an investment account or an old 401k, 403b, or 457 plan, the processes are a little bit different. When you're moving an investment account, that investment account, whether it's an individual or joint account or an IRA, can typically be moved electronically via the electronic clearinghouse. What that means is that we submit paperwork to the other firm with your signature on it, authorizing them to pick those investments up and move them over into your account with us. Nothing gets sold over there. There's no taxable event, and that money comes over to us to decide with you what we want to do with it. The process is a little different if it's an old workplace retirement plan. 99.9% of the time, those cannot be moved via electronic clearinghouse. And what that means is we have to either call the company with you or submit paperwork to them that we can help you with. And that process allows them to close your account at the previous company, send a check either to you or to us with your name on it, but also with our name on it. That facilitates the direct rollover process, and so there's no taxable event for that, but a physical check most of the time has to be sent. And I know it feels weird to say that in the day and age that we're in, but that's almost always the way that it has to be done. We typically ask you to have that sent via some sort of FedEx or UPS insured tracked mail so that if we can't find it or it goes missing in that process, we can track it down. And that check is made out both to us and to you so that you couldn't deposit it into your account if you wanted to. And that's what makes that process a direct rollover. But before they'll release that check, they're going to ask you if you've read something called a special tax notice, which we'll provide to you to be able to look at. And what that talks about is the fact that if you did cash that check and deposit it, it would be a taxable event. So it's important to note that it will not be a taxable event in the case of moving it if we do it the right way, which is why we ask for your help when we're doing that process. The other thing that's important to remember is that we are completely powerless as to how long this takes. It might take 2 weeks, it might take 2 months, and in some very rare cases, it might take 6 months or more for us to get that information rolled over to us with those funds. Because sometimes they require notaries or signature guarantees, both of which we can help with, but that paperwork is something that once it leaves our hands, we don't control the process.